My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. You need to understand that in this world there's a whole bunch of people doing amazing things that you are not doing, and that needs to piss you off. You are exactly where you deserve to be. Change who you are and you will change how you live. Men should be extremely complicated, a result of the perplexity of empire building and constant war. A man who doesn't live this reality isn't a man. A man without a vision for his future always returns to his past. If I'm not doing something which is either extremely difficult or extremely stressful, I'm in a perpetual state of crippling boredom. Pain and suffering for breakfast. The immovable object beats the unstoppable force. The immovable object requires less energy. Efficiency always wins. Life isn't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can hit while being hit. It's about how much you can give as you take. Value is linked to difficulty. If you want something that is valuable, you need something which is difficult to obtain. I could never stop fighting even if I lost 100 fights because I'm not built to live a normal existence. You're going to have to work when you don't feel like working. That's how it's going to have to be, or you're never going to be anything. Feeling depressed is real, but I refuse to believe in depression as a clinical diagnosis. I refuse to believe in anything that takes away my power. An animal isn't happy in the zoo. It survives and is comfortable. This is why most of you are unhappy. If you're known as crazy, your life is going to go one of two ways: absolute success or the absolute bottom. But you can rest assured you won't end up average like the rest. A good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. You've got to do something, and you've got to do something fast. You just sitting around talking about it and hoping for things to get better isn't going to do anything. Most people see other people with things they want and don't do the second half. They don't try to work out how they got that thing. The temporary satisfaction of quitting is outweighed by the eternal suffering of being a nobody. Close your eyes. Focus on making yourself feel excited, powerful. Imagine yourself destroying goals with ease. Don't listen to the advice of people who are living lives you don't want to live. Understand that as people become poor, the money hasn't vanished. Someone else is becoming rich. I'm very happy that my life has been difficult because it's impossible to become a capable man without struggling, facing serious adversities, and overcoming insurmountable odds. Every day that you make the wrong choice, more of your potential is wasted. If you want people to care about who you are, become familiar with pain. You've never pushed yourself because you believe the goal can never be achieved. Have you taken advantage of the few things you actually control? Or are you still hoping to just get lucky? Nobody gives a fuck about you as much. You're gonna have to give a fuck about yourself. Think of all of the amazing things you could have accomplished by now if you weren't brutally lazy. Imagine all of the time you wasted, every opportunity you let pass by, all the good advice you arrogantly ignored. Today you can act as an amateur or a professional. Decide what you will do right now. Your life can be like a movie. The mundane, the boring, the average. Your life doesn't need to be this way. But every good movie has some sort of risk, and the heroes of the story are willing to take them. Are you? If you truly wanted money, you wouldn't be able to sleep until you fucking had it. If you can find a place where money is moving and stand in the way, then the money is vulnerable. If you don't know anybody who is rich, you're not useful to someone who is. The best and fastest way to obtain wealth does not guarantee it will feel easy or fast. Freedom will only come when you no longer trade your time for money. You can fight the realities of the world and lose, or you can accept them and become successful. You decide. You have unlimited work to do today. Every second you waste is an admittance that you don't actually want it badly enough. Poor people like to believe the rich are mysteriously unhappy to feel better about being poor. The amount of work you find to do is directly correlated to how much you care. You can become rich, you can become strong, you can take care of your loved ones and enjoy the fact that it will be very difficult. Imagine broke people saying money isn't happiness, and I'm thinking, how would they know? All of you watching this have a handful of aces, You could have been in a car crash and ended up in a wheelchair, but you're still here on your own 2 feet, right where you need to be. One of the only things that you can control in this world is your state of mind. Make your last name mean something. Only a coward doesn't care about their bloodline. You don't get to go through life only doing the things that you feel like doing. Do the impossible and you'll never doubt yourself again. Your golden years are when you're readier at 65. Life is to be lived young. Your golden years are remembering how much of a badass you were. Every action you take is molding who you are as a person. Arrogance breeds complacency, and complacency breeds failure. All of life's important lessons come from being broke. The best thing you can hope for as a head start for a child are good parents and no money. Reality is self-constructed. In my world, I am in absolute control every second. Do not listen to the weak on how to become strong. You're only as good as the influences around you. If failure makes you stronger, you can never lose. Do what you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. How can you compete with the people that do that if you're not willing to? Aspire to be a man who can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. Money is always moving. If you get in the right place at the right time, then you're going to get some. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Everyone has a dream, but no one has a plan. And nothing good is going to happen by accident. Most of you have been down so long that getting up hasn't crossed your mind. How you view the world absolutely shapes how you react to the world. You have to believe that you can achieve anything. It's impossible to exist somewhere you're not comfortable. Maybe you're broke. Maybe you're out of shape. Maybe you just want a different life altogether. This depression you feel is the key to everything you want to change. The secret to having friends is to be a friend. The secret to being interesting is to be interested. The secret to being loved is to love. It's giving that will give you what you want in life. The top of the mountain is the bottom of the next. I don't need to be motivated because I'm a disciplined person. If I allocate X amount of time to do something, I'm going to do it. If you can deal with stress all day, you're going to be successful. Lazy people do a little work and feel like they should be winning. Winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy. Every action you take is molding who you are as a person. Every time that you sleep in, every time you are undisciplined, you are training yourself that it's okay. A downward spiral towards mediocrity. For 12 years, I trained 5 hours per day, 6 days per week, and I was motivated to train probably 25% of the time. The rest of the time I went because I am disciplined. The amount of stress you can tolerate while remaining effective is directly correlated to the level of success you will enjoy. Sloppy in one area of your life results in sloppiness in all areas of your life. Stress tolerance is the best indicator of success. Most people either panic under stress or disassociate. The elite can stay focused on the task and turn stress into power. Are you good enough on your worst day to defeat your opponents on their best day? Sadness is a warning. You feel it for a reason. Your mind is telling you that you need to work harder.